Hey guys, and welcome back to Gas Station Simulator the demo. So, you have already seen the previous episode, and I don't know what happened. At the end of the episode, it says, take a survey or go back to the main menu. I think it said that. And I was doing a survey, completing up because obviously I enjoyed the game with it. Somehow, it came back to the gameplay. You can actually simulate, you can actually continue as such. So I didn't actually realize, but the game was running for a while in the background. So I'm not exactly like 100% sure if it's more to the demo, but we will do so. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe. In your comment, just say exactly kind of what you'd like to see coming to the game, like kind of what aspects of the game you'd like to see brought in. I kind of messed up. I kind of forgot to hold it rather than just click it. So, mistaken there. And obviously, if you dislike the video, leave a dislike too. So yeah, so we'll just continue here. We'll just continue a little longer, maybe just for this episode, just to see, if there's any kind of new aspects to the game that were, I've been brought in later rather than sooner. Again, I just don't know what happened there. Bizarre. But anyway, so yeah, so I just left a kind of my opinion on the survey. There was some like, how did you like the environment, and just things like that. Kind of, did you like the music? Did you like this? Did you like that? I'm talking about the music actually. It's not. It doesn't seem to be playing. There you go. Some bits there, but not like humongous ones. Anyway, so yeah, and I've voiced out my opinion. I was like, there are aspects where it'd be nice to improve, especially this whole tab thing. It would be nice if there was like a shortcut where instead of having to go through that tab situation, you could go straight from your hand to the broom, or your hand to a camera, a paintbrush, or a shovel. I mean, you can have the broom like here. You can press tab and it will disappear, but I press tab and it's not like I could go back to the broom or something like that. So it'd be quite nice to have certain things differently. There's a customer here in the garage, which we'll go over pretty quickly. There's other ones like there's other questions such as what did you most like about the game? And I was like, it's pretty nice. What I do like about the game is, surprisingly enough, was the keyboard shortcut options on the menu. And I was just saying how there's a map for the keyboard, so when you click on the keyboard, it will highlight exactly what that specific shortcut is. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of aspects where there's that wall over there. There's a lot of aspects where in certain games I'm just like, what the hell is this? Like what kind of key is this? Where is it? And things like that. So it makes it really, really simple to just see exactly what each of these keys are, and how easy it is to find it. And I can't believe that it's taken a game. But I don't know. I don't know. There may be other games that have it, right? But this is the first time I've had it. I've played a game with it. So the fact that it's just something like that just isn't kind of a mainstream kind of game. It's just surprising that it may have taken this long for someone to actually think, oh, that's a brilliant idea. And I'm not just talking about me or them obviously, but it's talking about like myself. I didn't think that that would be a grand idea to have. Obviously, should have been, because it's such an amazing idea, and it just makes things so much easier, especially if you're playing games like, I don't know, Elite Dangerous, or kind of Total War, for example. Just certain games have so much on the map that you need a little map guidance to help you understand something. Or if you're coming from console to PC gaming, I mean, I'm not like ashamed to admit it, but I spent most of my childhood, you know, playing on consoles, and I only recently came into PC gaming. I mean, proper PC gaming only recently. You know, there's so many aspects of PC gaming that I actually do not understand or know. Still, you know, but I'm learning it bit by bit. But there are certain aspects where I'm like, I have no idea what this means. You know, so having stuff like that and just makes life a little bit more easier to kind of manage and to understand it. Because if you're thinking about it, you're playing a kind of simulator game anyway, right? So I mean, if you ask me to do this in real life, I'd be like, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. You know, like you could be like, what's a star cross bolt, and I'll be like, I have no idea. I know what bolt is, but I don't know what the StarCraft is. You know, for me, a screwdriver is a screwdriver. It doesn't matter what it kind of thing is at the end of it. You know, I have no idea. I call them flathead, I call them crosses, stuff like that. But I'm not like very technical and things like that. And it's just the same thing. It's like, what if you had like a map, you know, where you'd be like, oh, you know, there's like a cross screw. Use that for this, and or there was like a, I don't know, I call them the flatheads, like a single line through the top of the screw, and things like that. And I'll be like, I have no idea what that is, mate. You know, just no idea. But I'll get onto it if I see an image. You know, the visualization is there, easier to understand. Okay, yeah. There are also ones like uh, go from your favorite aspect of the game to your least favorite aspect of the game. There was ones like the mini game, the little cash register mini game, the fuel mini game, the whole brewing aspect of it. There was the garage one, and I've got to say that the one up at the bottom was probably the brooming, no, the cleaning aspect of it, because the whole throwing of the objects is just so annoying. It's just, I mean, I can see it's fun sometimes, but it's really not. Like, I'll just say, for example, this here, you know, you're telling me to throw this, right? But I was just on the floor, and, you know, I could have just went up to it and just did that. Instead of throwing it, the throwing it makes no sense. Like, there's no line that, see how far I need to throw it or stuff like that. You know, give me a certain visualization of exactly how far it's going to go, because if not, then I might as well just walk up to the skip, to the bin, to, you know, whatever you lot call it in your countries, and whether or not you speak English or not. I'm British. I have said that in a previous episode. So if you don't know what a bin is, then a bin is obviously a garbage can, and a skip is what you just saw outside a big yellow thingy where you've just for industrial, like, crap, not industrial, but more bin, garbage stuff in here like that. That's a skip for me in English, in British English. So yeah, and I get this, but again, it's like this score distance brings nothing. Like, what about a little incentive, like, 10% more cleaning, or a little boost in speed, etc. There are there are things that they could bring that can make this so much better than it is at the moment. And I'm not kind of backlashing the game, because the game's actually pretty fun. I mean, it probably gets funner, probably gets better with all the any like kind of new additions that they bring in, obviously in the full game. Obviously there are parts where there might be like, you have to go in here to the computer, and there'll be like stocks and stuff where you can bring new items that can give you more money, and stuff like that. So, but obviously we can't experience that because this is a demo. But yeah, hopefully, that everyone's kind of like me and just thinks for a better picture, and stuff like that. And obviously the game does get better because there's so much potential and stuff for it. I mean, even if you don't want to be like a gas, oh god damn it, like a gas person thingy, then, I mean, we don't, it's not like this is the same thing here. It is slightly different. I don't think I've ever seen something like this here, because we have ours mainly in towns and along the motorway, which for you lot would be highway. And that's if I drive, and I barely drive because I live in a huge city, and we've got, very good public transport systems and that I use instead. I keep hitting the right mouse button to kind of go, put it back. It's not working. They should do that though, and things like that. And it's expensive to drive a car here because we've got so many, you know, taxes and stuff that they want you to pay because reasons. Reasons which I agree, you know, I rather use transport system because that way I pay less yearly overall in terms of taxes and stuff like that. I don't, you know, particularly want to pay like, I think it's something like, what my dad drives, so he pays something like £200 a year or something like that, or even more for something called a road tax, which is basically, yeah, just basically just using the road and you got to pay that, you know, and that's not talking about the charge that you pay to go inside a city centre, and I assume that's you, and stuff like that, and yeah, I mean public transport, I totally prefer it over that, because that way I don't have to, you know, drive, I don't know where you go, mate, I'm just going to leave you there, and you know, kind of have to depend on the road. I mean, I love driving when there's no traffic lights, because that way I don't have to stop, I don't have to do this and do that, you know, you can just continually driving, and that's kind of things like, I don't know how it is in like America and other countries, but in here in Britain, obviously, we don't have roads where you can just freely kind of drive at, you know, any speed limit as such. And I'm not saying that obviously you lot do too, but here it's just not like that. And as far as I know, you know, you have to stick within a certain speed limit because there's just so many cameras in this country. It's ridiculous. Oh, apparently you could just do that. Didn't know that. Let's try this one here. Let's go indoors. Oop, behind that lady. Oh, interesting. I actually didn't realise the first time I played. The mouse here is a bit annoying. I can tell you, I have no idea where the mouse is, so I have to quickly go like this. Well, obviously not like that, but you know, in the game, obviously you can't move the screen like that. But yeah, trying to figure out where the bloody mouse is. Oh, that's where the cookies are. Interesting. Can I take one? Oh, I've been it. I've been it. Nice. Let's move you along. Let's move you along. What other things you can do on the computer here? So what's this? What do I do? It's just showing how much I'm through these. It's not bad to be honest. It's a nice little breakdown. Tools available in a few games. What's home do? Oh, there's the email. Oh, I did not know that. I feel like an idiot now. Yeah, that's fine. Why is that home at the bottom? That's weird. So you got it at the top, so you don't need it at the bottom. And this whole aspect here, actually, I wish there was something here. Why is there a basket before the bloody scanner? I don't know about you lot, but in the UK, you have a conveyor belt, scanner, then a little section where they just put your stuff down, and then you bag it yourself. Obviously, here we bag stuff ourselves. We don't have people who bag it for us. You know, there are like Costco's here. Never been in one because it's just way too far where I live, and I don't know how it's there. But if you go here to, you know, shops like Tesco, Asda, Sainsbury's, Lidl, Aldi, and whatnot, you bag it yourself. So I'm not sure if like it's a reason why it's like that. But I guess our culture is we just do it ourselves, to be honest, and that way it's just better in general. It's like you got your own speed because we're sort of people who just we don't like we don't like having people do our stuff for us in a way. It's where, you know, if we're in a rush, we want to go out quickly. We don't want to stay behind and wait for, you know, you could, you know, usually people are just slow at doing things. You're like, no, hurry up. That's why we know we have like the self checkout aspect of the shop. where we just do our pace, or you know, avoid the whole contact. It's not a rule there, is it? No. So let's get you. Did I pick one up? I assume I picked one up. What's the other side? Yeah, I did. Awesome. Yeah, so I was hoping like that this arrow could be way bigger, because sometimes I can't see it. I'm assuming these are two. Or is it just the lines? That's just the lines, cool. Cool, you're done, dude. You can go now. There are no people here, so they're in the shop. Like so. Awesome. Yeah, if you can hurry up, come on, there's people behind you. Something rude. I wonder if the combo, here at the bottom, the scan combo, gives you an additional kind of tip? Or is it like a bar system where you're, you know, what games can we talk about where their level of tipness can be slowed or kind of larged out so you can get more tips even if you're a tad slower for any reason or something like that. I don't know. I was hoping there could be something because it just doesn't tell you and you're just kind of sitting there like wondering, you know, what are you needed for? There seems like no aspect of anything that you need within this game. Where are you going? You're going to the toilet, aren't you? Ooh, let's follow you. Oh, very creepy. Sorry about that. Oh, it's not my fault. Oh, apparently you do the OK sign to the toilet. Okay, okay. What is that? Huh? Yeah. I mean, there should be like a mini game where you can just quickly clean up the bathroom, make it look, you know, spectacular. But that might come with the full game with the whole furnishing process of it. As such, I mean, it's clean, and I've got to say, it doesn't look clean to me. There are a lot of stuff that doesn't look clean to me. And I can show you by going to the bathroom for one. So, yeah, I mean, pretty good game in general. I like the kind of like the background of it. I like how there's an oil well, not oil, the oil drilling thingies. I don't know what you call them in the background, and the cactuses, mountain ranges, nice little hill, nice rock. It just makes you think: are we in Mexico, or are we not? Obviously, we're not. You know, this is clearly meant to be just America, but you know, the thought is there. So I'm assuming this is just Will and the hood. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Good. Got it. I'll tell you what, see, I'll show you an example of what I mean here. So we click there. Okay, I can see the arrow there, but you know what I mean? It's like, we don't know. I like the reflection on that. That's kind of cool. Look, that's the toilet, mate. No, 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 we coming here. I really made it dirty, come on. And also, I wish in a way, like, they'll just put all the things there already and you just can see them, or without having to use a conveyor belt. What is this?
That'll do.
It actually tells you what it is. I keep pressing shift to kind of move it along. I'm like, it doesn't work like that, dude. There we go. You can leave now. Just go quickly to fuel these cars up. Boom. Yeah, so this kind of accuracy score. What does it do? You know? does it give you slightly extra tip, percentage on tips that you get? I don't know. I don't think I've seen something that says it.
That'll do. You're a lifesaver.
Oh, there's more to come. Cool. Let's just get the broom here. Let's just clean this bit here. Oh, what fresh hell was that? Oh, good. That was not fun at all. Was that in the ice cream? The freezer? I'm assuming that's a freezer. It could be anything for all I know. Ice cream. No, that's... Oh, that's what it is. Where did they get that thingy from? Oh, it's tobacco, maybe. Oh, interesting. It is tobacco. We'll just press tab there. Anyway, we're just going to end it there. There's no point in going any further than that. So, if you enjoyed just the kind of second playthrough of the game, Gas Station Simulator, awesome. Then leave a like and subscription and comment what your favourite thing about the game is. Obviously, there's so many features that's not there because obviously not a full game, it's a demo. The full game says it's released somewhere in 2021. But no idea where exactly it will be. It could be later this year, it could be pushed back to 22, or it could be an early release game sometime soon. So, yeah, I mean, no idea. I'm looking forward to it because it seems really fun. I'm hoping, obviously, there's aspects where like you can grow it to be bigger, more like things like there's obviously the warehouse, the garage, the toilet behind it, the gas station bit of it. But what if there was something like wash a car or something like over here, plus like a truck stop or something, or some sort of like have a deal where you can deal with certain companies to get different prices of pet or fuel, or bring in new kind of food and stuff to the actual store bit of the gas station. And also, if you could hire people too that could come, because that way you can have a cleaner that comes and cleans everything, where you don't have to do that, and you can just manage one aspect of the business without having to do other aspects of the other business too. I just gained money. I don't know how I did. There's no one working because I'm outside, and I'm the only person here. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Ciao for now.